RAM CAS latency is basically defined as the time it takes for a RAM module to execute a given command. So the higher it is, the greater is the lag time between the command received to it being executed, and thus the slower is your RAM module. In this tutorial, I'll give you a quick overview on how you can check the CAS latency of your RAM in a few steps. For this, you will first need to download and install a free tool called CPU-Z. Simply head over to their website, download it, and then install it. I've included the link to this utility in the description below. You can also use another tool called Specky, but for this tutorial, I'll stick to CPU-Z. Once installed, you will need to run it, of course, and once it's on, head over to the Memory tab. This is a very neat tab that gives you a lot of information about the RAM modules installed. For instance, it tells me what type of RAM modules I have installed, which is DDR4 in my case, whether they are working in single or dual channel mode, and also the total memory installed, which is 32 gigabytes in my case. What we are interested in is the timings section below. Here you can see there are several different rows, but the row that shows the CAS latency is clearly labeled right here. So for me, my RAM modules have a CAS latency of 22. But CAS latency is just one part that defines the entire timing of a RAM module. You will notice that RAM sticks have 4 numbers that define their timing. The first is the CAS latency, as we talked about. The second is the RAS to CAS latency. The third number is RAS precharge, and the fourth number is cycle time or TRAS. The neat thing about CPU-Z is that it shows you all 4 numbers. When buying an additional RAM stick, it is a good practice to match the CAS latency and the timing overall with the RAM module that is already installed in the PC. If you mix RAM modules with different speeds, the modules will all run at the speed of your slowest module. Very rarely, a mix can also cause instability issues. So I hope this short video on how to find RAM CAS latency helped you out. If you have any questions or comments, let me know below. And of course, if you learned something of value, I'd appreciate a like and a subscribe.